Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, Stranger Things Season 5. They just dropped the first 5 minutes, kind of like a trailer preview thing, and I must admit I was underwhelmed. Kind of like the Strange New Worlds 4 minutes from Season 4. I'm just like, okay. It shows some kid in the Upside Down running around in the dark and the mist, and he gets chased by one of those things with the heads that split open. I don't know what they're called. I don't remember a lot of Stranger Things. I watched each season once when it came out. I haven't watched them since. So the first season I watched like, what, 7 years ago. The last season was like nearly 2 years ago or something like that. And usually you just sort of binge them in the one week and in the one day or whatever. And yeah, so he just gets chased. He literally runs up a tree, and then this thing jumps, and he jumps, and he lands. And the scene where they're basically going through the branches on the way down is pretty horrifying. Then his backpack catches, he hangs there for a bit, and then he falls again. He's knocked out. He's dragged away by one of the monsters, and then they put him in some dungeony denny sort of place that looks like it's been made out of organic elements or whatever. And then Vecna, whatever his name is, comes along, and some vines drag the kid off, and then he walks up to the kid and says, basically, we're going to basically do a lot of stuff together. And then this tendril goes onto his face and starts feeding him sort of, I don't know what. It's pretty gross, and this is just dark and grim. Like, I don't think I'm going to enjoy season 5. It's just going to be all dark and grim and reactionary and survivalist, and they're just living in hell. The world's fallen apart, and they're just in this survival mode, and they're just trying to survive. And I don't really see a big solution, a happy ending, anyone having nice lives after this. Like, nothing to enjoy, nothing to return to. I'm not feeling optimistic, and because it's last season, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I just bought season 1 to 4 on DVD, so I'm looking forward to watching those seasons again. I loved season 1. Season 2, I was disappointed by because I thought they were going to do more of an anthology sort of style show, and it was just back into the Upside Down and all that, and I was like, oh, it's just all going to be about this sort of other world and all that. Okay, and it got a little better, a little more interesting third and fourth season. The whole going to the mall and the 80s stuff and the girls, shopping to Material Girls. There were some moments in there, but a bit too dark, a bit too grim. Just the world, just this sort of world destroying sort of things they have to deal with every season. It just gets a bit much, and it's just you never really get a moment to just enjoy an episode where something happens and they have a story. It's always just a part of the overall story, which is always big and epic, and not really feeling this season. Not really looking forward to it. Not going to actually watch it on Netflix or anything. I'll wait and buy it on DVD a month or so after, or a few days or a few weeks after it's finished airing on Netflix, so probably in January, and maybe I'll do a review then. But I'm going to enjoy watching season 1 at least again, and the other seasons I'll probably do reviews of them. And I'm just sort of doing that to make up for the fact that I'm not going to be watching season 5, because I'm just not doing streaming. Like, I nearly bought a subscription to Binge so I could watch Devil in Disguise, the new John Wayne Gacy series, but I had to look at it, and the plan, they're giving me an offer for like a $5 premium first month, but I think the next month it's like $22 when the regular standard is like 10, and I couldn't get any deal. And then it wouldn't go through. I'm just like, it's a lot of hassle. And I was looking while I was waiting because it wouldn't process. I was looking at what was on there, and like, there isn't a single other show that I want to watch other than the John Wayne Gacy series. I'm like, why am I paying for this service for one show? I'd rather just buy the show on DVD, and it doesn't need to be officially released for it to be released on DVD. People release it anyway, and I have no problem with buying that. If they're not going to put it out for me to buy, then I don't see any problem with someone else putting it out for me to buy. If they put out an official version, I'd buy the official version. I'd never buy a third party bootleg copy when there's an official one available. If there's not an official one available, then that's their loss. Someone else is doing it, good. So that's how I watch. That's how I will watch season 1 to 4, and I did watch season 2, 3, and 4 on some streaming sites. There's plenty of streaming sites that aren't official where you can watch shows. You can't download, but you can just watch them, and you don't have to pay. And I don't have a problem with that because I just don't like the streaming thing in general. So I kind of wish it would just fail and we go back to TV and physical media. I know it's not going to happen, but it was a better model. The studio system made more money out of it. We had more access. We had more freedom with physical copies. We could own having our own libraries. Just being held captive to held hostage to streaming services with varying, uncontrollable, unmanageable availability. It's just a nightmare for consumers and the public, and for the people who care. People who just want content to fill the hours and they don't care what it is or how they get it, they don't care. But those people never cared. But the people who actually care about TV and film and media, it's been a nightmare since streaming took over. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things Season 5.